Hi, I'm here this morning together with you to unpack this beautiful product. It's a JR Elite that is coming finally now to Europe, and it will be distributed by Sebastiano Silvestri, Sebart. So let's see what we find in the box. It's always very exciting to open up a new top product like this. Here you have a strap, and this is the radio. Wow, what a beautiful product. Now let's take away this protection, always exciting to do this, and turn it on. This is a radio designed for competitions, top pilots. It doesn't have any particular bells and whistles. Like, for example, this screen is not gigantic, but it's definitely big enough, is all you need. But the quality of the technology incorporated in this radio makes it really leading edge to compete. However, now it's time to move to a more technical analysis, highlighting key benefits and weaknesses. In this product, I see three key benefits: the communication protocol, the integrated XBUS system, and superior ergonomics. The DMSS proprietary JR communication protocol is the only one in the world capable to combine wideband signal transmission and frequency hopping, providing the fastest and more reliable protection to potential interferences. In fact, in presence of a threat, other systems explore the availability of other free channels in a sort of a batch mode, by relatively small groups of channels at a time. Instead, this unique JR approach enables to distribute the signal all over the available band at once, while, at the same time, activating frequency hopping. As a consequence, the additional free channel within the band capable to protect from the interference is immediately found. In addition, the JR protocol uses a greater than 3 MHz wide signal as compared to the majority of others, which utilize a much narrower signal of about 1 MHz or less. However, we should never forget that transmission is just one side of the problem, as at the same time you need to make sure that your airplane or helicopter is capable to effectively receive the signal. To support this critical factor, the JR system provides receivers connected to satellites which enable the installation of 4 antennas for each receiver. Therefore, if you're thinking to install 2 receivers, you will be able to install 8 antennas in your airplane or helicopter, ensuring a quite amazing receiving capability. In conclusion, and at least to my knowledge, the combination of all these factors make the JR communication protocol and system to be probably the safest on the market today. And now, let's talk about XBUS. The XBUS is the JR proprietary digital output protocol enabling communication from the receiver to the servos. Its most important benefit is that it contains all the channel data at the same time. This protocol is relatively similar to others developed recently by other producers, such the SBUS from Futaba or the DSM Spectrum satellite. But we must underline the fact that the digital XBUS is significantly different from the old PPM or the more recent PWM protocols, which are still widely in use, because these are still analog protocols. In digital XBUS, the communication to every single channel to the airplane is performed simultaneously at the same time to all channels, rather than in a sequential way as in PWM. As a consequence, signal latency is almost completely eliminated, providing the instantaneous response of all the servos. This condition will make you experience the feeling of being locked into your airplane or your helicopter. In addition, there are other quite important benefits to XBUS, such as the reduced wiring needs or excellent telemetry support, but we don't have the time to cover these here. In conclusion, please keep in mind that in order to capture all the great benefits of XBUS, Your whole system must be set in XBUS, meaning the radio, receivers, and servos. The last key benefit I noticed about this excellent product is what we may call superior ergonomics. This aspect is underlined by all JR top pilots, and I reported a few of their names in the box below. Having collected this important voice, I tried to analyze and understand why they say this. What I found is that the JR case is extremely balanced and easy to hold, and it immediately becomes familiar to hands and fingers. Then you experience the feeling of quite extraordinary sticks, which provide an unmatched resolution of over 65,000 steps, a pretty gigantic number not offered by any other transmitter. And then you also find a very responsive touchscreen supported by a unique Android interface, and also very well working voice and vibration alerts. Okay, but now it is time to talk about weaknesses, and I think I found three. The first one is that this radio, operating on the 2.4 GHz band, is not supported by a 900 backup system. These 900 MHz backups are recently being adopted by several RC transmission producers because our 2.4 band is becoming more and more crowded as it is getting occupied by all sorts of signals produced by a wide variety of telecommunication equipments. Therefore, our band in many parts of the world has become more and more exposed to threats. However, if you talk to the JR engineers, they will tell you that because of all the outstanding strengths of their proprietary DMSS communication protocol, the 900 MHz backup is not really needed, and they see it as just an unuseful complication. The second weakness I perceive, which is probably just caused by the JR bold design approach, is that this transmitter has no particular bells and whistles. It has everything you would expect from a top radio, such as 28 available channels, wide telemetry options, voice control, etc., etc. But you will not find fancy bells, as, for example, a much wider and multifunctional touchscreen, or, in the case of JT, a very effective software, such as the JT Studio. The JR Elite is designed to effectively work at the field through its very smooth touchscreen. The Elite communicates to the external world through SD card or USB connection. And this is it. And now, the last weakness I perceived, the strap. The next strap I found in the box I think is really basic. Associated with a top product like this, I certainly would have expected to find a more precious and professional strap. And here we are, back to the product. If you ask me if you should buy this radio, my answer would be that I don't know, as this is a very personal decision. However, if you're thinking about buying a new radio, I think I have two suggestions to share that come from my all-time experience. The first one is that you should prefer to choose an integrated system, meaning radio, receivers, power management system, and servos, produced by the same brand, as the engineers who design these systems always aim at optimizing the performance of the system they design. And this from all points of view, such as safety, reliability, and speed. In my view, mixing elements from different brands in your own system, one way or the other, always leads to some sort of sub-optimization. And the second suggestion is that if you choose a certain system, you need to make sure that all the elements you connect share the same software edition compatibility. Due to the evolution of the system, it may happen that certain old elements become software misaligned versus the new. And unfortunately, I have seen several airplanes come down because of internal software misalignment. At the end, I would like to thank you for bearing with me for so long. If you would like to receive more product reviews and tutorials, please sign up to my YouTube channel. I really hope to see you again here or at some airfields.